Power 94 WJTT Brewer Media. This is Tula, and I'm in the building with Vice Chancellor Stacy Lightfoot from UTC. How you doing today?
I'm doing well, Big Tula.
Hey, it's great to see you. You have an event coming up that we want to get information out about so everybody can learn about this opportunity to meet and see and hear you speak with Dr. Mathew Knowles. Tell me about that.
That's right, Dr. Mathew Knowles. For those of you all who do not know who this man is, he is the father of Beyonce and Solange Knowles. He also was the brand architect behind Destiny's Child. And you might ask me, Big Tula, what does he have to do with Chattanooga?
What does he have to do with Chattanooga?
Well, I'm glad that you asked, Big Tula. He actually went to UTC in the early 70s. He spent his freshman and sophomore years as a student athlete on UTC's basketball team. And we are excited to welcome him back home, his first time visiting Chattanooga, UT Chattanooga, in over 50 years.
Man, that's crazy.
Crazy, but he is so hype about coming back and touring 9th Street and eating a chopped weenie plate from Mimo's. Like, we are super excited. And I was talking earlier that most people don't know his connection to Chattanooga and to UTC, and I think this opportunity gives us a way to share that story and that connection.
Yeah, we kind of had a little idea because, like I said, Destiny's Child did come here, and then Beyonce was talking about she had to have some crystals because her dad really talked highly about those. But we didn't know what his connection was other than he had been here at some point. Didn't know whether he was a student athlete, that he also pledged here. You said
he pledged Omega Psi Phi here. So he pledged in 1972, and interestingly enough, we are trying to reach out to as many people who went to UTC in the early 70s as possible, because we want to fill up UTC's Fine Arts Center, Roland Concert Hall, with as many familiar faces as we possibly can. So we are asking, if you went to UTC, if you were in that wave of, some of the first Black students who went to UTC, I think it would be amazing to have an audience of folks that he probably hadn't even thought about since he was here on campus. But he made some really great connections here, and we're going to talk about that when he's on stage.
And that's coming up Friday, February 27th, 6:30 p.m. at the Roland Concert Hall.
There we go. And tickets are at no charge to the community. You get 2 or 3 tickets each. You have to go on UTC's website to get your tickets, or you can call the box office, or you can email the box office as well. So just let me know when you are ready for me to share that information.
All right, go ahead. How can they get those tickets?
Since you asked, you can get those tickets by going to utc.edu/FAC, and that FAC stands for Fine Arts Center. So that's utc.edu/FAC, or you can call the box office at 423-425-1423. That's 423-425-1423, or you can email the box office at boxoffice@utc.edu.
All right, that's easy. Those tickets are free again, and that's coming up Friday, February 27th, 6:30. But I know when somebody comes here, y'all have a whole bunch of stuff planned. So what else do you have planned for Dr. Knowles?
Dr. Knowles is actually coming in a few days before Friday, and we have kind of curated small groups of folks, university leaders, for him to connect with, some of the his former basketball teammates for him to connect with, and kind of smaller groups. Also on Friday, before we even get to the fireside chat, that morning he's meeting with students and talking to student leaders about the DNA of High Achievers, which is one of the books that he's written. It's one of Amazon's bestsellers. He's also later on in the afternoon is the keynote speaker at a luncheon on campus at UTC, talking about health and wellness and his journey as a breast cancer survivor. So this is he's a very multifaceted man, a brilliant sales person, a brilliant brand and marketing person, and just a good dude. It's been phenomenal and amazing for me just getting to know him over the last few months as we build out what his time in Chattanooga will look like, and we're really excited.
All right, we're excited for that too. So that's coming up again Friday, February 27th, 6:30 p.m. And those tickets free to the community.
Yes. The tickets are going fast. So if you need to reserve your tickets, we are halfway. The auditorium already is halfway. It's filling up very, very quickly. And we want our community to know about what UTC is doing, to let people know how accessible UTC is to various types of community engagement activities. And we want this to feel we want Dr. Knowles to feel so welcome and so special when he comes here that he wants to just keep coming back.
Yeah,
which he already does. But
that's gonna be great.
That's
and I know that I want to be there to see just, to get information from him and kind of, learn from this man. But I also can't wait to see what kind of questions you ask him. I know that I know you got some stuff ready.
He told me that there are no questions that are off limits. Of course, I'm going to be respectful of who he is and where he's gone. I am doing my due diligence, reading his books and kind of formulating questions that ground him in Chattanooga.
Yeah, I want to know
and
those
what that
early
experience looked like in Chattanooga. And there will be people who he pledged with in the audience. There will be Deltas in the audience, Delta Sigma Thetas who he's taking. Like, people are sending me pictures of when he was in school. And so there's going to be a part of this that's a surprise for him because he doesn't know. And this is a secret. So hopefully this interview doesn't get to him before he comes to Chattanooga. But how intentional we are filling up the Fine Arts Center and the Roland Hayes Concert Hall with familiar faces and some of his old friends. So come on out.
Yeah, that's great. It's like you said, it's kind of like a homecoming. And so I look forward to that. But I also like to know, because I'm a UTC alum, is like what the campus looked like when he was there. Because like you said, it would be one of the first African-American students on campus. And then he didn't play basketball at the Roundhouse. They had the McClellan at the time,
gym,
which was our intramural gym when I went there. And so where was Bowling Apartments there then?
No,
was that with
Bowling,
athletes?
You know what? I remember when Bowling Apartments were built because I was in high school when Bowling was built. So he played in the Big Mac, that's what they call it, the McClellan Gym, in the early 70s, 71, 72, 73. Even that has been renovated. So while we are going to take him on a mini tour of Mac, the Mac Gym, we're also going to take him on a tour of what the new facilities and the sports medicine facilities are at the new McKenzie Arena. So the Roundhouse was built in 1982.
Okay.
So a lot has changed since he's been here. And
I think stadium's changed.
Oh, the stadium, right. Chamberlain Field was here. Like, he's going to be blown away.
Yeah,
he is going to be blown away. But we want him to remember. We want to make this like a moment and a movement. This moment to turn into a movement for him, and so we need the community help. We need Brewer Media to help get the word out, and hopefully by the time I get back to my office, all the seats have been taken.
Well, I know 3 of them just got claimed.
Come on, Big Tula.
All right. Hey, we appreciate you coming. Again, look forward to seeing you and Dr. Knowles on Friday, February 27th at 6:30 p.m. at the Roland Hayes Concert Hall. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having me,
All right,
Big Tula.
Big Tula and Vice Chancellor Stacy Lightfoot, Power 94.